morning, or depending on when you're watching this, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. My name's Ross, and as always told out of Voice of Radio. So today, we need to take a little bit of a look at a question which is driving me, frankly, absolutely crazy. And that question is, what has happened to those Leafeon and Glaceon V promo cards? Because frankly, by now, I really would expect to be hearing about them. Now, for those that aren't aware, it was announced a little while ago that in Honk Kong and Taiwan, you could get a special Leafeon V and Glaceon V promo card as an early pre-order bonus for the physical version of the game. Shout out once again to lovely Primal Luger, who did bring this to our attention. And essentially, you bought one copy and you got yourself Leafeon, and another one you got yourself Glaceon. So to get the pair, you would have to pre-order the pair of them. The thing is, since then, we've heard absolutely nothing. Now, at this stage, it gets to the point where we're going, well, hang on a second, right? We're only a couple of weeks away at this stage. We've heard nothing. Surely they are just reprints of Leafeon and Glaceon V that came around in EV Heroes. And the fact of the matter, or EV Heroes in Japan, Evolving Skies over here, and the answer is no, they are definitely not. And that's not some kind of weird prediction, but on the pre-order page where we found out about these, it was specifically said they have different moves from their EV Heroes versions. The thing is, this news came out a while ago. This news came out on the 18th of August, which is about 6 weeks ago. And now we're sitting here at the end of September with the games Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl due for launch on the 19th of November. Which is pretty much exactly 7 weeks from here? Yes, 7 weeks from here, or 7 weeks tomorrow if you want to be a pedant, which I kind of do. So the games are launching in 7 weeks. It's been about 6 weeks since we actually found out that these things were coming, and yet we've heard absolutely no new information about them. And it's getting to the stage where things are starting to get weird. Because the fact of the matter is, pre-order bonuses for these games, they're up. If you want to pre-order the games, the pre-order bonuses are in. Now, personally, I went to Nintendo, because Nintendo had some nice pre-order bonuses, and I did pre-order these, and I had the choice of Steelbook with a double pack, or some little models, and I went for the Steelbook, and I'm not sure that was the right choice, but it's a little bit late now, quite frankly, ladies and gentlemen. It's a little bit late now. So I've gone and pre-ordered it, and life is good. I haven't pre-ordered the Japanese version, but I'm going to be honest with you, there's a large part of me that almost has on a number of occasions, because when you pre-order it in Japan on the Pokémon Center, you get yourself a lovely art book. And I have pre-ordered the Arceus because of the art book, but then by the same token, that also comes with that Arceus card I showed you a few weeks ago, which again has not been revealed over here, and we can have a little bit of a chat about that in a moment if we got some time. But my point is, pre-orders have gone up, and pre-order bonuses have been revealed. This isn't a case of, well, you know, give it a couple of weeks, we're still waiting for information on this, that, and the other. No. We have had a listing for Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl on the Japanese Pokémon Center for weeks. Not only that, but we've also had a listing for Legends Arceus, including the promo card, and again, that listing has been up for weeks. And that game comes out at the end of January, not in the middle of November. So my point is, if this pre-order bonus was coming in the Japanese version of these games, why would we not know about it now, when we do know about the pre-order card bonus, which is coming in Legends Arceus, which is being released 2.5 months later? Well, we wouldn't. That doesn't make any sense. There is, at this stage, I think it is extremely fair to say that if we already know about the TCG card, which is a pre-release bonus for the game at the end of January, and we've seen a listing go up for the game coming out in the middle of November that features pre-order bonuses in terms of art books, but specifically does not mention the pre-release cards, we're not getting the cards. The cards are not part of the pre-order bonus over in Japan. They're not. They can't be. Simple as that. So then we get into the whole question of, well, what's going on? Now, one thing I do find extremely interesting, and let's be clear, I'm throwing out an idea here, I don't actually think this is the case, but it's worth just pointing out very quickly. There have been new cards that were revealed that are Leafeon and Glaceon cards. And they were revealed as gym promos over in Japan. Now, in Japan, every so often they refresh the gym promos, and essentially they have a new pack, and that pack has a bunch of different cards in it that you can get randomly. You go to events, you get a 1-card pack, you open it up, yay, there's a card, or it might be a couple of cards in, actually. But the point is, you get these promo cards kind of randomly, and lately they've been all Eevee themed. So, for instance, if we look at the free pack blisters that are coming in Fusion Strike, the free pack blister promos are going to be Eevee and Espeon, and both of those were gym promos from a previous gym promo set over in Japan. Well, the most recent gym promo set, which has been officially revealed and all of that, features both Leafeon and Glaceon. Incidentally, both those and the Eevee come with amazing Okacheke artwork, which by now you know I'm a rather gigantic fan of. So, that's kind of wonderful. That's brilliant. Maybe it's them. As far as I am aware, I could be wrong here, but as far as I am aware, these have only been revealed in Japan, so there is a possibility that it is mistakenly these which are being given out as pre-order promos. But then again, that doesn't really make a huge amount of sense, because we were told specifically in the listing that they are Leafeon and Glaceon V that are coming. So, I suppose there is a tiny, tiny chance that they were incorrectly listed, and that they are in fact the Leafeon and Glaceon gym promos, but I don't think that's true. So we now go back to the general reason why I'm so gosh darned confused, and the reason is, this makes no sense whatsoever, at all. Because Taiwan and Hong Kong, generally speaking, do not get exclusive cards. That's just not a thing that tends to happen. They tend to get reprints of our cards. And I'm just confused at this stage, ladies and gentlemen. I am genuinely, legitimately confused. Like I've said, with the pre-orders already online and this being not announced as a pre-order bonus, I think it is extremely fair at this stage to say they're not coming as pre-order bonuses outside of Hong Kong and Taiwan. Because they've not been listed in the US, they've not been listed in the UK, they've not been listed in Japan. I have not heard of them being listed anywhere. Incidentally, we've not even seen a hint of the cards. So this is like a proper genuine mystery. Are there actually Leafeon and Glaceon V promos that are pre-order bonuses in Hong Kong and Taiwan but nowhere else? Because as we sit here now, 7 weeks before the release of the game, that is exactly what I'm saying. They have not been announced elsewhere, but they have been listed, and as far as we are aware, they are absolutely genuinely real. And it makes no sense, and frankly, ladies and gentlemen, it's starting to stress me out just a little bit. I don't get it. I, honest to goodness, do not get it even a little bit. There is no reason for this. And then, of course, we need to ask the question, well, hang on a second, because even if we get these cards later, are they going to be stamped? Because you'll notice the Arceus card I showed you has been stamped with Pokemon Legends Arceus. It's one of the reasons I've gone and pre-ordered the game in Japan. Again, this is a card we have not heard of elsewhere, and I'm terrified that this card might come out but not be stamped with the game logo, and I'm an absolute sucker for awesome stamps, and that is an awesome stamp. So in theory, somewhere there is going to be a Leafeon stamped with Brilliant Diamond and a Glaceon stamped with Shining Pearl, or maybe the other way around, I forget. And if they're not released as video game tie-ins, they're probably not going to have the stamp. Now at this stage, some of you are probably sitting there thinking, Wassy, come on dude, it's a stamp. Get over it. But no, I will not get over it. Because the fact of the matter is, this is cool and awesome and different and marks the card as genuinely unique. So right now, I don't have any answers for you, and I'm sorry, I wish I did. When I do, you better believe there's going to be a follow-up video. What I wanted to do in this video, the point was to remind you these are coming and ask the question, kind of shout it out into the void, what has happened, where are these cards? Because as I've said a number of times in this video, it makes absolutely no sense whatsoever that these cards would be a pre-order bonus in Hong Kong and Taiwan, given that those are territories that do not generally get exclusive TCG cards. Certainly not as pre-order bonuses for games. In Japan, yes, it happened. Over when Sun and Moon came out, Snorlax GX was actually a promo card that was given away when you bought Sun and Moon. And I'm lucky enough that a lovely person did hook me up with one of these a little while ago, and that was lovely. Over in Japan, exclusive pre-order cards for video game releases makes perfect sense. And then they'll just be re-released with no stamp or anything later on down the line for everybody else. But that is not the way things generally tend to work here, and I am frankly extremely confused. So there we go, ladies and gentlemen. We've been told that's not the same Glaceon and Leafeon we've already had. Incidentally, the Leafeon, I contend, is absolutely brilliant. Love that ability to get some extra cards. Sure, it ends your turn, but in the early game or when you're not attacking anyway, it's phenomenal. As for the Glaceon, not a huge fan. It can cheat evolve into Glaceon V Max, which of course does block other V Maxes, so there's absolutely a reason to play it. But it's not high on my list. Leafeon, however, is proving to be a real top-tier deck at the moment, so having another Leafeon which could be legitimately good and playable, that could have a real impact on the competitive scene. So there we go, ladies and gentlemen. I wish I had more news to tell you. I dearly wish I did. That's all I can tell you for now. But as always, I would love to hear some of your predictions, your thoughts, your theories, your whatevers in the comment section. So go nuts, but be nice. And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at TheWasi, and Twitch for some live action at twitch.tv/PTCG Radio. If you want to support the channel, get some bonus podcasts and all that good stuff, head on over to patreon.com/PTCG Radio, where you can do exactly that. But by far the most important thing as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching PTCG Radio.